Hey guys, this is Zachariah Bourne, and today we're going to talk about insecurity. Insecurity. What to do when you get that insecure feeling, you're there with that person you like, or you're there wherever you are in your life, you get that insecure feeling, right? You ever have that? Maybe you're like going over, what does this text mean? What does this text mean? What do you think he meant by saying, or she by saying this? What do you think that means? By that time, it's too late. It's too late. Insecurity has got a hold of us. But it is an indication. It's an indication. It's an indication that we, at that moment, we need to improve something about ourselves. It's an indication we need to become more. We need to improve ourselves, right? So every time you feel insecure in any arena of your life, that is a that is a flag for you to improve yourself in some way. So what do? We got to improve ourselves. But what we need to do is we need to increase our self-value. We're feeling insecure, it's because something around us, the situation that we're in, doesn't match our own concept of ourselves and what we're worth. So we have to shift that. So every time we feel insecure, it means we got to raise the bar. We got to raise the bar. So if you're dating someone, you're feeling insecure, and especially if it's happening a lot, right? It will eventually eat away your relationship. So it's very important that every time you feel it, you got to start feeling, you got to work on your value. Maybe not at that moment, because the insecurity may have a hold of you, but that means you want to, at that moment, focus elsewhere, right? You don't want to get the insecurity going really strong. It's not something you want. Instead, you want to be having an indication that we need to improve ourselves in some way. We need to become happier by ourselves, right? We need to become happier. We need to pull back. When we're feeling that insecure moment, you got to pull back. Don't push forward. Don't text ahead. Don't fish for compliments, right? Don't call them. Don't ask them what they're doing, right? When you're feeling insecure in someone, and you're all over them, right? It's actually kind of a painful feeling to be around someone who's really insecure, who's very close to you, right? Because they can feel that vibe, and it's uncomfortable. And so it's very important when we feel insecure to take a step back. Take a step back. It's not about them or what they're doing. It's not about them or what they're doing. It's not. Feels like it is a lot of times, doesn't it? Well, if they would acknowledge me more, I wouldn't feel so insecure, right? If they wanted to hang out with me more, I wouldn't feel so insecure. If they changed, I wouldn't feel so insecure. But that's not true. It's not true. It is not at all true. And in fact, it's all internal. It's all the way we see ourselves. And we can become so secure in ourselves that it doesn't matter what the other person is doing. That's huge. That would be revolutionizing all relationships, because almost all relationships are dependent on what the other person is doing. This would be a huge revolution, to just be so solid in ourselves and so understanding of that other person that you'll understand what they do, and it doesn't really matter what they do because you're solid in yourself. And a lot of people will say, well, if I'm so solid in myself that they just do whatever they want, they're going to start treating me badly and doing all this stuff. And that's actually totally the opposite of true, because people who have low self-value are much more likely to stay in relationships that do not serve them. They are much more likely to hang out with those people who belittle them, who don't show them the time of day and all of that. Right? But if you don't feel like you're worth the time of day, if you belittle yourself in your own head, you're going to attract people who do the same. You're going to attract people who do the same every single time. So the real solution is to find more value in ourselves, right? To start feeling happier. We got to start feeling happier. We got to start feeling more confident. And when you feel those things, you feel valuable, you feel confident, you feel happy, you're not going to want to hang out with people who don't make you feel that way. And also, you won't be attractive to people who want to belittle you, who want to do those negative things. They're not going to be attracted to you anymore. And happier, confident, worthy people will be. They will be. And so if you want a really great relationship, someone who really takes great care of you, you have to start taking really good care of yourself internally, right? We have to start paying attention to what's going on in our mind. How do we treat ourselves? Can we treat ourselves really good? Can we be sweet to ourselves? Can we take ourselves to a spa? Can we pamper ourselves in our mind? Can we do that? Yes, we can do that. And we should do that. And it should actually start first thing in the morning. You want to wake up feeling good because you deserve it, because you want to. It's not about the other person. It's only about you. Because this is your life. This is your life. You are powerful. You are incredible. You have great things to offer. You have incredible things to offer. Amazing. Do you feel like you have those? You need to start feeling like you are that amazing person. Be proud of yourself and who you are. So every time you feel that insecurity, prove yourself a little bit, right? If you did that every time you improve yourself in a year, and even in a month, you won't even recognize yourself. Won't even recognize it, because I think we really haven't even scratched the surface of how incredible we can become. So, but in order to become that incredible, we need to start appreciating where we are now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe if you enjoyed it. Feel free to hit a like. And also, if you have any questions, something you want me to answer, feel free to put it in the comments or message me. Check me out on Instagram. I definitely check my Instagram messages, so feel free to message me there. Hope you guys have a wonderful one. Again, this is Zachariah Bourne. Have an incredible day. You are valuable. You are incredible. Feel it. Love it. Awesome. Take care.